Hi everybody. I have a project kit that I wanted to show you. It's in the mini catalog and it's You Are Amazing, and it comes with these items right here, and then on the side it's called a semi-inclusive because the stamp set doesn't come with it, and then it shows you what you need if you want to make all these cards the way they have them with the colors that are in there, which are Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, and Pretty Peacock. And to me, I see some Bermuda Bay in there, and sometimes when you're looking at it, you see other colors that you can use too. But this is really nice if you need cards really quick. But it's also really nice if you just want a starting point and just, step it up. So I'm going to show you some cards that I've made. So the first thing you do when you get your kit, if you want to play around, the first thing I do is I look at the project kit and decide if I want to make any of the cards and save any of the pieces, for these cards. But I'm going to play with this one. And it comes with this really pretty box that you can put your cards in when you're done. And then it also comes with these 16 envelopes. There's Mango Melody and Pretty Peacock. And they're just so pretty. I love the insides. I wish the inside were outside so you could see them, because, when you seal them, then they just get ripped open. So I'm going to set those to the side, and the first thing you do when you get your project kit is you just pop out all your pieces, and you never know what you're going to get. I've already started with these pieces that were in here. I had some of my dies out, and I love hearts, as you know, if you can tell. I had my nails done, and I just start cutting, just have fun with it. And also another thing I do is I take and I cut my card bases apart, because then it will give you extra. And if you cut these pieces with your dies, the colors match exactly, and the texture with these is a little bit different than our cardstock. So I just like to cut them in half at 4 1/4, and then you have 2 pieces to play with. And I do that with all of them. So I just open them up because the inside's white. And this is also, I don't know if you saw my video where you can run these through the die, and then you can take your sander and sand this off. I'll have to do another one, and show you what I mean. But you can go back and watch my video. I do have a video on that. But I'm going to set these to the side, and then I'm just going to show you, you'll have a lot of pieces. So just play with them and have fun. And I'll set these to the side out of the way. And the one that got me started was this one right here. I just saw Easter with the tulips, and the colors are just beautiful. So let me set these over here, and look at these foil pieces. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me just show you these. These are just gorgeous. You can use those as they are, or you can use them to cut out other pieces. Then there's these little circles that are Pretty Peacock. I got something on that one. And then you have these little pieces that you can stamp your sentiments on. And there's vellum. You can always run that through the embossing folder if you want, or just leave it and stamp on it. It does tone down really bright pieces of cardstock if, you don't like the design on something. On our designer series paper, sometimes there's some really wild paper. If you put a piece of vellum over top of it, it just calms it down. Like, I like this, but if you didn't like it and you wanted it to calm down a little bit, you would just put, some vellum over top of it, and it would mute the colors. But I don't think it needs it. Look at this Mango Melody. How pretty is this piece? So I would probably cut some other shapes out of that, or even some words out of that would be really pretty. So let's put this to the side. I'm going to bring my cards in and show you what I have made. And I have all my dies and stamps out, and I just start playing. So this one is a combination of the different card bases, and then I just added some of our designer series paper. I fussy cut these little pieces of flowers out, and then here on the side is this piece right here. When I cut this, I turned the die over and cut it this way, and then I was left with this teeny tiny little strip. I think I have one over here. So isn't that just so pretty, you know? And it just looks pretty lined along that. It just gives it a little pop, you know, without adding a whole lot. But just keep all your pieces. You never know if you can use them. And if when you get done with the kit, you haven't used it, pitch it. So I love this one. And then this next one, see, I saw Easter with that one card base, and I thought, oh, how cute is that? And see these teensy weensy little pieces of gold in here? That was from this piece as well. I'm going to show you. Don't mind my acrylic plate. So these teeny tiny little pieces here, I just took my pick tool and picked those up and put a little teeny tiny little piece of glue on it and just popped it down. So, and then these are the hearts that came out of the die. Aren't they pretty? Of course, you know I love dies. So I love this card. I think it's so pretty and happy. And then this, I thought this was, when I popped the pieces out, the gold pieces, this right here was left, the frame was left, and I thought, oh, wouldn't that make a cute shaker card? So I just took it and I put the window sheet behind it, and then I came in with the dimensionals that are the strips and just came along the edges, and then another piece of window sheet behind that, and then a piece of our pretty ice cream corner DSP. And then this is from an old, it's from the big catalog, and it's these pieces, I can't remember what they're called now. Oh, here we go. Flowers for Every Season, Memories and More cards and envelopes. And they're a bigger size, and that's what I needed for this piece because it was a 6x4, and these are bigger pieces. And these are just beautiful. I don't know if you remember from my video, I showed you the embossing on this. And I did the jar of flowers with this. And then I also did the different colors of flowers, and it's just so pretty all together. So I thought that was cute, but it needed that bigger envelope, so that's what I used for that one. And then this next one, isn't this pretty? This is the acetate, the gold acetate, and I just layered it over top of the card base, and then there's that gold with the hearts cut out. And then this, of course, when you stamp on the acetate, you have to use the Stays On, and that's what I used, our black Stays On. And then the next one is another spring Eastery card, but I love these Arrange a Wreath. I think that is such a pretty set. And I just layered the Granny Apple Green and the shimmery white cardstock. And then I used one of the circles out of the kit. And then the next one is another Easter one. Isn't she cute? Look at her. I embossed her in Whisper White. And then I did her crown of flowers again. I popped those little gold circles in there. And then I just used the wreath, Arrange a Wreath again. And I used some of the hearts in there, because of course, more hearts, always better. And then another one of these. So these are all the cards that I made so far. And, you know, when I make more, I'll show you. But you never know. You know, keep your pieces, because these are, you know, when it came, it was like this. These gold pieces were in here. I popped it out, and then I used it as a frame. So you never know what you're going to use. So let me know what you think. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please do. Thank you.